This will discuss foundations, and you can manually insert a wall by selecting walls and then select the wall that you like. For the foundation, I'll select an 8-inch concrete wall and make sure you've switched to the foundation. The other important aspect is in your building locations. It's important that you set up your foundation levels correctly so they match your ground floors. Once that's done, you can simply go to your foundation level, select the wall that you would like to use as a foundation, and trace over your first floor. Now, this is the manual method, and it works well. You can continue around and complete the foundation all the way. If your front entrance didn't need a full basement, you can hold down the Shift key and select the foundation walls. Right click, go into Properties, and then change their heights from a full basement to 48 inches. Then you would also be required to elevate. So because we dropped 48 inches, we'd like to increase by 48 inches. Once the foundation walls are complete, you can go to the footings option and use the strip footings either by pick point or attached to walls. In this case, I'll select attached to walls. On the right, I'll select an 8-inch by 2 foot. And you can see that by one click, I've inserted the foundation walls, and they've even adjusted to the height of the front entry. The other option that you have is to insert with the Design Wizards the floor and foundation builder. There are others, house builder, kitchen, deck, shed, bathroom builders. You'd like the floor and foundation builder. So when you select that, and you're also on the ground floor, or you have a floor visible that beneath that floor's wall is where the foundation is being inserted. You don't want to be in foundation mode in order to use this wizard. You want to be on, in this case, ground floor. And you'll see then as I go through this dialog, next, it'll ask me what would I like to create. A floor level? No, I would like to create a foundation level. And what level would I like to put that on? I would look to put it on the foundation level. So this wizard will use the ground floor level to lay out the foundation level. Then you go to Next, and you select what you would like. So I would like a basement, full basement. I would like the footing and the slab on top of the footing. Then I need to select the wall, select the floor, 4-inch concrete slab, and then I would select the footing, 8-inch by 2 feet. I go to Next, and here if I'd like to offset either in or out that foundation wall with the wall above, I have this option to adjust it. I can also adjust the floor or the footing. In this case, I would like everything to come down as flush. So I'll leave this dimension as 0. And then we're completed. Now the same thing would happen here, where I would be required to hold down the Shift key and raise this up if I would like this to be a frost footing. Another aspect of foundations that are important is if you have a column. You can see them showing up in 2D mode. I can select footings and have a mono footing attached to a column. So again, I would select that option. I would select the footing that I would like, 2.6 by 1 foot, and then I just select that column and the footings appear. One other aspect of foundation work is that you can select a wall, double click it, and under the top and bottom you can either slope it or step it. You may want to step the bottom if you have a grade change. and set this to 16 inches, and I increase this to 48. You see, then I start getting multiple steps. So in review, foundation work can be added manually by selecting from the catalog the type of foundation wall you would like, and then tracing over while you're on the foundation level, or while you're on the, in this case, ground floor level. You can utilize the Insert Design Wizard Foundation Builder.